Begin with breaking news that we've been following all evening. A standoff between police and a man who police say at one point took 9 people hostage inside a bank with a machete. We have team coverage tonight as that standoff continues at the Community First Bank down in Columbia, now in its 8th hour. News Channel 5's Jason Lamb is outside the bank. Jason, all the hostages have been released so far, right?
That is the thinking right now from Columbia Police, but right now police are still dealing with a man armed with at least a machete inside that bank right now. There are a lot of heavily armed police outside surrounding this bank. We're going to be very careful and not divulge their positions right now on this live broadcast, but all of this after a very harrowing day for those 9 hostages.
Well, they got the snipers and they're prepared if they have to do something.
More than just onlookers showed up as a hostage situation unfolded inside a bank along James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia Friday afternoon.
Do you see your daddy?
To the 9 people held captive inside and the police on scene. These people were friends and family.
Your dad's gonna be okay, Emily.
Laura Ann Modine comforted the daughter of a responding SWAT officer.
We're a small town here. We may be a big town, but we're a small town. And every one of us probably knows somebody in that bank there.
And if one person gets hurt, we all feel the pain.
Okay, Emily, I can see them. They're sitting up against 2 of them are sitting up against the cement wall.
The tense wait continued for hours. A man armed with a machete, not letting anyone go.
Been praying that he don't hurt nobody and that he'll release the people.
It was only after 5 o'clock that prayers,
Oh God, please let that person come out safe.
were answered.
I see the inside door opening. Oh, thank you, Father.
With more hostages still inside and someone talking on the phone, the 53-year-old suspect decided he wasn't done yet.
All right, yay!
And with 3 hostages remaining inside, several minutes later came one final sigh of relief. All 9 hostages freed.
Ooh. Thank you, Lord.
For a community of friends and neighbors that spent today on the street and on the edge, this was the ending they all asked for.
These are our brothers and sisters and family members in this community.
And all that's left now, again, is that suspect inside the bank. Police seem to be waiting him out at this point. If anything changes, we'll be right back here in Columbia and let you know. But now let's go to News Channel 5's Brandon Marshall, who has more on the massive police response to all this.
From a law enforcement point of view, Captain Jeremy Alsop with the Columbia Police Department says with all these agencies involved, they all came together very seamlessly in this very dynamic scene. The captain tells me the agency's #1 priority was making sure all hostages were safe, and they achieved that tonight. This was a very fluid situation, and officials had every corner of the bank surrounded. The captain thanks the community for staying back and letting officials handle this properly.
The community should be proud of their law enforcement and their emergency responders. The cooperation it takes to maintain this kind of scene in this busy part of Columbia, we are very proud of our relationship that we keep with our partners, the Maury County Sheriff's Department, the Fire Department with Columbia, the Tennessee Highway Patrol, and amongst others.
At this time, police say they do not know why the 53-year-old man came into the bank and caused this to happen. We will continue to stay on top of this and bring you the very latest online and on air. In Columbia tonight, Brandon Marshall, News Channel 5.